Hello and welcome to this Minecraft video. In this one, in Aaron's Mega World, I am going to utilize the Happy Guest in the end dimension. But first, who is best at PvP? Aaron saw this on TikTok. He says if you place a stair and then walk off of it and jump, you'll get high enough in the air to be able to smite with the mace. I was skeptical, so I suggested we added wind charges too. But if you pay close attention in the end, you'll see I actually managed to accidentally pull it off. To answer the question, everyone is best at their own thing, and you are too. A lot has happened since last recording, and the world still hasn't been properly introduced. Aaron asked me to keep his mace, for he was afraid of it himself and what it could do to everyone else. I think he overestimates the power of the mace. Anyway, now he wants it back. As you can see, we have been on this world for 820 days, and we still don't have elytras. And that's a problem, you know? This is my old base, by the way. This is the nether portal I and Aaron built on like day 100 before Super Aeolus joined. That was day 700. We killed the dragon on day 700. Alright, finally time for me to explain my master plan. My plan was to take the Happy Guest to the end dimension, to then fly over the void to get elytras and shulker boxes. You see here me putting away my gear. That's because we are very paranoid in this world and want to avoid losing it to every price. Instead, I donned this iron gear. I would dig a tunnel from the stronghold portal to the original base portal for easy access to the end, and hopefully I would find the dried ghast along the way. What I didn't expect was how close together the portals are in the nether, and that every corner along the way already had been explored. What happened here is an example of how poorly my mouse functioned here. I was just going to have to hope that that wouldn't be a problem later. we totally forgot to get barter for dried gas with piglins. Now we have tons. Here are some of the things we did to entertain ourselves while waiting for the gas to drink from the infinite source of water. This was a potential flaw in my plan, that the gas could get hurt from shulker vomit and would maybe have to keep it away and let the other person loot the structure. Then the catastrophic thing happened. I pressed our agreed death button, the shift key, on accident. Aaron then entrusted me with the first pair of elytra, which I used to dive down and collect the fallen dragon head he was after. We had also come prepared with rockets. Afterwards, we were off to find the next floating ship. We just didn't realize we had a missile chasing us. How silly. So far, my mouse had worked just fine after the luckily avoided gas incident earlier. Unfortunately for me, this was a crucially important time for my mouse not to freeze mid-air. And just as I thought Aaron would be my savior and things couldn't get any worse, he fell after me, trying to reach onto the ignorant Happygast. We had not given up just yet. Luckily, we were able to retrieve both of our elytras and a few other things. What you can see here is a phantom upside down shulker. Unfortunately, as soon as I began stabbing the AFK Aaron, our primary guest began repeatedly bashing its head against the ledge until it died and its corpse fell into the deep void. Then Aaron jumped in after it. This is the Sand Village. This is the place where we acquired our first mending book. And these are the Sand Villages, our primary source of enchantment books. This is our emerald or XP grinder.
This here is a phenomenon we've encountered as of recent. This cape I was wearing is the one from Superio's wardrobe. I actually do not own this cape, but still somehow it seems like I'm wearing it.
This has happened between all of us three several times and we don't know what's causing it.
Now that Superiolis had finally awoken, it was time to assemble the trio and go hunt for a shulker box for him, since he already had an elytra from before. I had managed to lose my balance on top of this tower and fall to my death. Unfortunately, my friends also got themselves killed. This was bad, since once again our only happy guest was far away and we did not have a way of getting it back. I decided to change plans and risk my one and only elytra to get the goods back home safely. I found the place where I and Aaron made the same mistake and by a hair avoided doing it myself. Unfortunately, I found no trace of Superiolis blood. Here, at my old base, Superiorlis was trying to hydrate and puff up a gas of his own. Then I encountered this phenomenon. This creeper could not reach Superiorlis riding his vessel and therefore stayed still while I stepped it in its side.
Then I received a message that Aaron had drowned. He said he was AFK, so I got worried. I began repeatedly firing rockets to repel myself towards his mansion. I and Superiorlis arrived simultaneously. We both knew that if Aaron lost his gear, we'd have no choice but to leave the world and find a new one. Aaron then luckily reappeared to retrieve his belongings, and turns out he didn't even have his gear on him in the first place. Then I began building.
And so, for the fourth time now, a creeper had exploded my house. Not to worry though, since this only inspired me further to add details I wouldn't have added otherwise. And so this was the finished house ready for me to move into. That's all for this one. I'll see ya later.